Okay, so welcome back to the newest PopPodium. We're doing Godzilla versus King Kong.
The brand new movie.
Brendan, we're just streaming on HBO Max right now.
Yes.
All right, so I think we should dive right into it because we're very excited to start talking.
Yes.
This movie was crazy.
Yes, this movie was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, 100%.
I thought it was going to be better than the other two movies. Didn't think it was going to be this good.
This I had very low expectations.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see Monke.
Yeah.
But this movie was actually like
Bobby's
really good.
Bobby's team returned to Monke.
I'm Team Monke. Steven is Team Lizard.
Zilla.
Team Zilla.
I'm Team Radioactive Giant Lizard.
Yeah, that's a fair team to be.
Yeah.
But no, this movie was crazy. Okay. If you guys haven't seen this yet, because it's one of the newer movies, that obviously it's brand new. I steer clear from this video because we're gonna have spoilers for sure. So go watch it on anywhere you can, HBO Max, and then come back here.
It's a relatively short movie.
It's not even full 2 hours. That'll be longer, so it's good. I mean, in a good way. It's short in a good way. It's not crazy long. So come watch it. Come back here. We're gonna discuss it. So let's dive in, Steven.
Okay, I think I know what my top of the podium is gonna be.
What's your top pick?
The minimal amount of cringe.
That's fair.
And here's the reason why that's my top pick. I feel like all the other Godzilla movies would be really good if they just cut out the middleman. If they just cut out the human stuff, it'd be good.
Yeah, let's address this head on.
Yeah.
And if you guys had seen the Godzilla King of the Monsters, there was a lot of like human subplot with like Millie Bobby Brown and her parents and like and a lot of it was just like seemed like a waste of time.
Yeah, it is.
It really did, and it was like not that much King Ghidorah and fighting that we would have wanted.
I was very upset. I think it was maybe 5 minutes of King Ghidorah fighting.
Yeah, it was very minimal. Whereas in this movie, which is why we were very pleasantly surprised, is that the scenes were there and they were horrible, but it was like way, way less.
It's the exact opposite of the way it usually is.
Yeah.
It was 10 minutes of like the bad human cringe, and then like I think maybe a full half hour of fighting.
Yeah, and I will say I will expand upon this pillar because I think it's related to it. I don't want to add a new one for this, but is that you had half of it was half of the subplot with the humans was kind of lame and cringy, but then you had the other group of humans.
We'll call them the adventure group.
The adventure group, yes, the ones who were traveling with King Kong to the center of the earth and all that, the Hollow World. They were really good.
Yeah,
I think like I wouldn't have minded more of them even. They were actually really good. Like I think that as far as like subplot humans in an action movie go, those three like the girl. The two girls, the woman, the girl, and the man.
Yeah.
Those three were like just crazy good. Like,
yeah,
I
you'll
really
know what we're talking about if you watch the movie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Scooby-Doo gang was
the Scooby-Doo gang
borderline annoying.
And yes, and Steven thinks that original cut of the movie there was more of them, and they probably cut it down. And I think he was right because I feel like you get the feeling they were supposed to be more prevalent or more prominent in the movie, and they weren't, which is good because they were not fun to watch at all. But the King Kong human team was great.
Yes,
like they were so cool.
Yeah, they were surprisingly really good.
Yeah,
I think because they were just straightforward characters.
Yeah,
they weren't like
they were very straightforward, nothing crazy about them. They're just very like run of the mill, but just like fun to watch, like humanistic.
Yeah. Now the reason this is at the top of my podium is because if you had how good this movie was and then added on the typical like half hour of the cringe, it would have ruined the movie. It would have.
No, I agree 100%. I think you're right. I think not including something bad is a good thing to have on the podium because it ruined the last movie. 100%.
Yeah.
It ruined the last movie.
Yeah.
That's okay. So
that's my top.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I for me, I really like the way that King Kong was characterized. Like just every time he comes on screen, there's some like old folksy music playing.
That was that was classic.
Like
that
country
was
song
so
or like
good.
doo-wop song, like just classic. Like he's like.
And then every time Godzilla comes on, it's like the Godzilla
epic like orchestral music. But with King Kong, it's just very like classic, just like almost like low rock music. And he's just hanging out, just swinging around, like chilling. You know, I like that a lot about him, and more more than that is like, and I called this scene. Steven can vouch for me. I called the scene right before it happened. Was King Kong starts using sign language to communicate with the humans, and like literally we were watching, and the girl was the little girl, the main little girl is deaf.
Skull Island girl.
The girl from the tribe that I think the Iwi they were calling them. She was like deaf and she was signing, and like I'm like, oh, I wonder why they made her deaf. That's like a weird choice for the movie. And then like they were talking with her, and I'm like, wait, Coco the gorilla was like a real life gorilla who's using sign. I'm like, what do they do that with him? And like 5 minutes later, they showed this scene where he's like signing with a girl, and I used to see signing home. I was like flipping out.
It was so good. It was so good.
So I like like they made him very like sympathetic and like not like a monster at all. Like very intelligent.
There were a lot of scenes where he was kind of like Caesar. He reminded me of Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes, yeah, I see that. Yeah, he's very smart. Like,
yeah.
You know, and then later on in the movie when they go to the Hollow Earth and they find like that building that Kongs had built. There was like a statue and like a coliseum with seats and all that. Like clearly his race is like very advanced, or they were in the past maybe. He's like the last of his kind, but that was like a very big like I don't know hint and not even.
So your second one is characterizing
like the entire characterization of King Kong.
Yeah,
that's like a big
just
one
to add on top of it. There were a couple of snippets that characterized Godzilla a little bit more than they normally do, and he came across as just a terrifying lizard.
Yes. He was very much like
evil grins.
100%. He was like having a sinister smile in certain parts.
And he was winning.
Yeah, like in the last movie when he was fighting King Ghidorah, I feel like he was he's a good guy in this movie. This one he wasn't like the bad guy, but like, he didn't seem like a good guy at all. He was scary.
Didn't come across as a good guy. No. He came across as like the typical Godzilla. Like, hey, this is a giant radioactive lizard who is supposed to be terrifying. Yeah. Just decimate cities. Yeah.
Because in the last movie, they're like, oh, he's humanity's savior. You know, he's going to save us from the other monsters.
Let them fight.
Yeah. And they completely got rid of that. And which I think is good.
They always do that in Godzilla
because he's
movies,
like a mindless lizard. So like, it makes sense. And I like him, like the whole thing of them fighting, there's no like ideological thing. It's, oh no, we're two alphas.
The Alpha Titans.
We're two Alpha Titans, and we have to see who's the winner. And then Godzilla won the fight.
So good. Also,
it was cool. It was really cool.
The company being called Apex. Classic. It
was just really, really well, like, just very nice, mindless action. It didn't have to go into just crazy, like, subplots and twists and everything, you know?
That definitely deserves second place, because then I cared about King Kong, but I also kind of, it amps you up for the fight.
Yeah.
This way, also, having where King Kong was more like a character made it they didn't really need those cringy human characters that much.
Yeah, because you're King Kong. He's like almost a human.
Carried.
Yeah.
Whereas Godzilla, obviously, giant lizard, what is he going to do? But they even added some on him, which was great.
Yeah.
But, has to be third. Sorry. Hollow Earth.
Oh, that was mine too. That's mine. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Has to be. Has to be.
We don't plan these ahead of time, so yeah, that's good.
We had no idea.
That's good.
Come on. I mean, that was... First of all, it touches the adventures Jules Verne side of me.
I would watch a whole movie, like, unrelated with the monsters, just about Hollow Earth. Yeah. Like, if you like Skull Island, and like the whole thing's all, like, it's like that on steroids.
It was just so good.
Yeah, like, the whole quest of like getting there.
The design
too,
though.
Like the design, like the creatures in the Hollow Earth, and like the design of the Hollow Earth.
It was great.
It was like a spectacle.
It was It was such an
well
unexpected twist when the entire I think first 10 minutes of the movie is going over the ancient war between these two, and then they go into the Hollow Earth, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Also, quick thing we have to mention that we wrapped at the podium, but a quick thing we have to mention is when they brought up the Hollow Earth, both you and I, Hollow Earth and Mechagodzilla, we knew those two things were going to happen. You and I both thought they would be in like the last 10 minutes of the movie. Yeah,
we were really worried that they would get like sidelined because of more human stuff, right? Which is what normally happens. Like they introduce a really cool concept and they never deliver, but in this movie they deliver.
It was halfway through the movie.
Yeah, and the Hollow Earth was really like they focused on it a lot. Like to go into like the lore, they discussed like a lore, like an ancient war between like Godzilla's race and King Kong's race. It just gets it going. That's just like such an interesting thing to throw in there that I feel like I said to Steven, I'm like, that's a risky thing to just throw in this movie because I feel like a lot of viewers wouldn't take to that too well, but that was awesome for us. It's like I'd love to watch that. Are you kidding me?
That was great. That was perfect.
Like that's crazy. Like,
also,
all the lore was intense.
I don't have a lot of alsos, but also that fight scene, the main fight scene, gave me so much vibes. I don't know if you're Godzilla fans, I feel like you played that game, the Godzilla fighting games. It felt like that. It was great. It was just great to watch that.
Destroy all monsters.
Destroy all monsters.
Yeah. If you guys play that game, or any Godzilla game like that,
that's what it felt like.
It felt like that game of that, like in HD.
Buildings knocking down, and it kept going.
Crazy. It kept going. Oh, that was a long fight scene. Yeah. That was a very like I don't know, satisfying fight scene. Yeah. And then when Mechagodzilla shows up at the end, and it was like, of course, Godzilla and King Kong end up teaming up, and it was just so cool to watch them teamed up too. Like every aspect of this movie was enjoyable. Except for like a couple scenes of the humans.
We were definitely really worried at one point. I'm sure if you guys watched the movie, maybe you stopped watching at this point, because we almost did. Not gonna lie, we were very close. We kept pausing the movie.
We did, yeah.
When they're trying to find... When the Scooby-Doo gang is trying to get together.
Yes, they're trying to find Bernie. Was that his name?
Yeah, Bernie.
Using bleach, and we were like... They just go to some random store, And I go, "You sell bleach?" And it's like, maybe we missed something. I don't think we did. But it's like, you're just going to go to any store and ask if they sell bleach. It's like, even then, it's like, he's consuming bleach. Like, what? Like, it just have them message, like you said, if you want to do that, just have them message him and meet him in the diner.
Like that.
Yeah, like on his podcast, you can message him somewhere, whatever. Like, there's something easier than finding him through bleach. I didn't need to see that. That was like kind of dumb.
Because like, isn't she the daughter of some famous monarch person? Like, come on.
Yeah, he's like a higher up.
Yeah.
Like, she could. I mean, also that guy was in the movie for like 10 seconds. I don't know why he was in it. Her dad.
Yeah.
Like he was a.
I think along the lines of.
I think it's part of your too. They cut a lot of stuff out. I think he had a bigger role to play originally.
Yeah.
Because they kept cutting back to him for like a millisecond, and then he was gone. And it was like, what's the point of him?
Yeah.
But like, that's fine. My critique would be like, cut him out completely then, and cut out most of the side characters except for the 3 that we liked. You know. But
other than that,
the ratio of like mindless fight to, dumb side plot was very high. So it was a really good ratio of like putting up for 5 minutes of boring. Oh, another thing that I wanted to bring up that I called right before it happened was when they found the skull crawler eggs. And we're like, oh, what's this for?
Oh yeah, that was great. When you called it, that was great.
And then I was like, Steven, because Steven loves Mechagodzilla, so I know he's like waiting for him. When they got into like that little chamber, and I'm like, they have the eggs to have them practice on the. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, they're gonna practice.
That was great.
And then it started, and like they released it. And we were freaking out. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
There's so many scenes where it's like, if you just like just dumb adrenaline, it's like you're gonna be
You're
gonna be so satisfied.
Yeah.
With all these stupid scenes. Like it's a giant gorilla versus a giant like radioactive lizard. Like what's not to like? If you're coming for that, you're gonna get what you want.
Yes.
Like 100%.
If you're coming here for like an HBO boxing match between 2 monsters, you got it. You got it.
They start the movie, and I was screaming, like I was dying laughing. They're gonna go away. Like they start the movie with Godzilla versus Kong in like March Madness brackets.
Oh yeah, the March Madness bracket. I forgot about that.
Steven was like, I want just a boxing match, and then the movie starts and it's March Madness brackets with Godzilla and Kong, and I was just dying laughing with that. It was perfect.
It was perfect,
and that's what they gave us though.
Yeah. Also, I do like how King Kong did return to Monkey at the end.
At the end. Yeah, I mean, he got return home.
Just enjoying the air he breathes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that song, "Enjoying the Air I Breathe."
Dude, the doo-wop stuff was great.
That was good. Yeah, that was really. I think most of this movie was really well done, and I think
this is rewatchable.
I'd watch it again tomorrow.
Yeah, this is very rewatchable because most of it's fight.
Most of it's a fight. This was a great movie.
Yep, highly recommend. Those are our 3 top favorites. Let us know what you guys really liked about the movie, and yeah. That's it.
Yeah, catch you in the next one.
Yep, see you.